What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about whether you should buy a second generation Toyota Tundra or a new third generation Toyota Tundra. Now, the reason why I decided to make this video is a subscriber emailed me and reached out and had a good question. And after reading the email, I figured, hey, it would be a good idea to make this video on the subject matter. Here's what the email said. Hi, Junior. I'm so happy as I just found your YouTube channel. It is so helpful. Thank you. The reason why I wanted to reach out, and I hope it is okay that I am reaching out. It goes on to say, I am looking to buy a truck, preferably the Toyota Tundra. I have found two so far. Now keep this in mind now. 21 Tundra under 40K thousand miles for $54,000 and another 22 Tundra under 50,000 miles for $58,000. And it goes on to say, I am nervous about the news circulating around the 22 Tundras. In your professional opinion, which of these do you recommend? Now, that is an excellent question. So here's a customer on the market looking to buy a used Toyota Tundra, and they're caught between a rock and a hard place between deciding between the second generation Toyota Tundra and buying a used third generation Toyota Tundra, the 22. So we all know the 22 have the engine recalls, and the 21, some say is bulletproof without no faults. Okay, fine. As I read that email, let's look at it from my perspective, a Toyota Master Diagnostic Technician. So as I read it, first thing that caught my attention is both of these trucks, well, the 21 is under 40K thousand miles. So that means the 3-year 36 is out the door. And also the 22 is under 50K thousand miles. Again, the 3-year 36 out the window, and the 5-year 60,000 miles is not far behind either. So both of these trucks, their 3-year 36,000 mile warranty is gone, and the powertrain warranty is not too far behind it. So in my response, I recommend the customer go with the 21 second generation Toyota Tundra, although the 22 is only $4,000 more. So the payment is going to be pretty much the same. So I get where the subscriber is caught between a rock and a hard place, because for only $4,000 more, you could get a newer Tundra. And make no mistake about it, guys, the truck is engineered way better than the second gen. I'm talking about from steering and suspension, the way it handles on the road. It's night and day between the second gen. So if they could get the engine recall taken care of, make no mistake about it, that's third generation Toyota Tundra is a great truck. Now, this is where it gets tricky. If the subscriber in the email would have asked me, hey, well, should I buy a 21 Toyota Tundra used, or should I get a brand new third generation Toyota Tundra with 0 miles? Now, that's an obvious answer. I know some of you would think, oh, still go with the 21 used. It's been proven and tested. But I would say otherwise. The third generation Tundra, if you could get one new compared to a used 21, I would go with the new third generation Tundra. Here's why I say that. Well, let's start off with the deals that they have going on right now. Major discounts on these trucks. Toyota is giving crazy financing deals to finance one of these trucks, almost at 0% in some cases. So right off rip, the payments will probably be cheaper in that same exact scenario the subscriber emailed me about. So 21 Tundra used versus a 22, well, in this case, it would be a 24. 24 Toyota Tundra with 0 miles. Again, including the financing deals and the discounts they have out there, it is a no-brainer. You should go with the 24. Now, if the question was, should I keep my 21 Toyota Tundra, meaning you already owned it, you already know what kind of money you spent on it, you already got some new set of tires, you just did the brakes, just changed the drive belt, you got 80, 90,000 miles on it, everything's good. You already did the major repair, life is good, right? Then in that case, if you're happy with the truck, then go ahead and keep it. But in this case, the customer didn't own the truck and they were shopping for one. So keep in mind, remember, both of these trucks, their 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty are pretty much up. So I advise the customer to go with the 21. And the only reason why I say that is the 3-year, 36, the problems that you will most likely have on the third gen, the 22 that they were thinking about buying. You got the front active spoiler and you got the seat trim. Well, there is an extended warranty out on the seat trims now, so at least that would be covered. But the newer third generation Tundra have all these little extra features and extra gimmicks that only covered by 3-year 36. And when these things go bad, such as the active grille, shutter, and the front active spoiler, they set off light in your speedometers. So even though the engine is operating fine, the transmission is working as it should, you got your dashboard and your speedometer with all these lights, active grille shutter malfunction, and that's not something the customer want to see compared to the 21 Toyota Tundra, which has none of those things. So the chances of you having one of those lights set off in your speedometer is less likely in the 21 Tundra. So the 3-year 36, you don't have to worry about spending any kind of money on fixing any electrical repairs. And even the powertrain, even though the powertrain warranty itself is almost out, because remember the 21 Tundra they were thinking about buying had about under 50,000 miles. So the powertrain is right out the door too, but again, that 21 Tundra, that engine has been proven and tested. It's been around for a while now. So they don't have to worry about powertrain warranty because that engine is known to be reliable. While if they were to go with the 22, powertrain is almost at the door. And I didn't even bother asking if the recall has been performed yet. If the recall has been performed, that's something to reconsider as well. But I didn't really get into the specifics or the nitty gritty of the details of between the two trucks they were thinking about buying. And that's assuming both of them are maintained equally. And I got to be honest, guys, that's the future of the automotive industry. All these newer cars, man, they're so sensitive. They're engineered and programmed for the ECUs to detect every single little things that's out of emission and the way the car runs. All these extra features are all for emission purposes. So the 21 Tundra didn't have so many of those things, and it wasn't extra sensitive as to how it monitors those sensors that's all installed in around the engine and the trucks. So the 22 and up, those kind of generation cars, man, even the Camrys, it doesn't matter. All these newer cars that are being manufactured today, the data parameters are so tight for emissions purposes that anything set off a light, and it may be annoying for you as a customer to be driving down and to get a check engine light. Versus if you had an older car, it would have been running just fine. Maybe the tolerance wouldn't have been as sensitive. The data parameters may have been okay, and the check engine light never have been set. But on these new cars, it's so sensitive. That's why even if you notice your car is still operating and driving fine, next thing you know, you have a check engine light, because that ECU is designed and programmed and calibrated to be extra tight. The parameters for emissions are so small now that anything pretty much set off a check engine light in these newer cars today. But that's what I got for you guys. In a scenario where you're comparing a second gen used Toyota Tundra and a used third gen Toyota Tundra, all things equal, both well maintained, I would go with the 21, depending on how many miles, if the 3-year 36 are getting ready to be out of warranty, and if the powertrain warranty is pretty much out, then I would go with the 21 Toyota Tundra. Now online, a lot of people are talking about the resale values. Guys, never buy a car and start thinking about resale. Any car that you buy, right, the minute you drive it off the lot, it depreciates so fast. So unless you are a used car salesman or you into flipping cars, just buy a car to own it. Never think about buying it to flip it or how much you're gonna lose in equity. I mean, you're buying a car to drive it. You're not in the used car business. So I'm not really a fan of looking at it from that perspective, how much money I'm going to lose, because you're going to lose money regardless the minute you drive any car off the lot. So that's why I got the idea to make this video. So if you guys have any questions, the email you see in my description are for sponsors and business inquiries only. The best way to get a hold of me is probably write me in the comments. But then again, the comments kind of get shuffled and mixed and lost sometimes. So it depends on which one that I see. I wouldn't recommend writing in that email. Again, it's only for sponsors. And I want to thank you guys for supporting the channel. And the channel has reached over 6,000 subscribers, and it's all because of you guys. So continue supporting the channel. If you want to become a member, that's probably the best way for you to reach out to me if you want me to answer your questions. So if you're a DIY kind of viewer and you have a question regarding your Toyota or Lexus, become a channel member in YouTube or prioritize your comments as you write them to me. So you don't have to worry about your comments getting lost in the list of comments that I receive, because it's not only just the recent videos that I post. Sometimes people are commenting on older videos and it just gets on top of your comments. So become a channel member, help support the channel, guys, and any comments that you write, YouTube will prioritize that again, and the chances of me seeing that comment increases dramatically. So thank you for supporting the channel again. I'm still working on the live setup to go live and answer questions for you guys that you might have, and video ideas that you might want me to make. Write them down in the comments. I'll look over them And when I started this channel, I never thought that I would be at 6,000 subscribers. Next thing you know, here I am. So thank you guys. 6,000 may be small for the big time YouTubers, but for me, 6,000 is a crazy milestone for me. So I greatly appreciate it. And I actually got a video idea that I plan on doing on how to remove the engine out of one of these third generation Tundras. Because now the recall is out. I got about three engines lined up that I'm waiting on parts for. Now these are all Toyota Tundras that's under the engine recall. So it's not 24s or any hybrids that failed. All of these Tundras that I have waiting for me are under the recall. So I plan on making videos on showing you guys how I remove it. And I don't expect you guys to try it at home, but at least you guys will have a general idea of what's involved in removing an engine from one of these third generation Tundras. So that's all I got for you guys. Continue supporting the channel. I appreciate it so much. I hope you find this video informative. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching.